Hey there, y'all. Bunkle here. Hope you've been having a great day. Hope every day is a blessed day for you. So, I got some 1987 not Donruss, Fleer rack packs here. Got two of them. But you know what? Before I get started, I just want to send a shout out and just let my niece and nephew, as I affectionately call them, the 14s, because they're 14 years old. They just graduated from middle school and they're about to go on the high school adventure. New high schools and different high schools. The two of them are going to be going to. So yeah, great stuff on that. Definitely, absolutely proud of them. Now, for y'all who don't know the story, it's the 14s, or my nephew Matthew, my niecey Maya, that gave me the name Bunkle. When they were real little, for some reason they could not pronounce uncle, and it came out Bunkle, 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 Bunkle. Well, the name stuck, and right now we got Bunkle's World. So, anyway, let's get back to 87. 1987 Fleer baseball cards. Now, these rack packs are a little bit different than others. They're actually, in my mind, I like this kind of style a little bit better. Because what you have basically is in each rack pack, there's 3 wax packs. So you can't see what's on top, you can't see what's on bottom, you can't see anything. You can't move the cards around and shuffle them and try to figure out card order or anything like that. Nothing like that. Now, if you're looking at value on these, of course, the big name back then and all the way to now is the Barry Bonds. Bo Jackson was a huge name coming up. Barry Larkin, it was thought that he was going to be good, but I think he actually overperformed what a lot of people thought he was going to do. PSA values on those are 3 of the higher cards. Now, when you're looking at PSAcard.com, okay, and I bring this up often, and I like to point out where I find just different weird stuff. On PSAcard.com, 1987 Fleer baseball cards, okay? If you take a look at the PSA 10, okay, in particular 10 under APR, okay, the 3 top cards are Dale Murphy, Barry Bonds, and Paul Molitor. Now, if you click on the Paul Molitor under a PSA 10, because it shows it's $191.50, I thought, wow, $191 for a Paul Molitor? You know, it's possible, but when you click on it, the most recent sale of a PSA 10 for $191.50 is this card right here. That's right. A 2019 Panini Prism Keldon Johnson Orange Ice. Not even the right sport, not the right brand, not the right anything. But you know what? That's what's skewing the prices. If you look at the summary prices per grade or the average prices, that's what's skewing it upwards. Is something that's in my mind just really bad data management on their part, where they have a completely different card. And sure, you know what? You could put in the submit correction, the submit change, and all of that, which may or may not happen. I've seen them last a couple months before they actually did the correction. So with that being said, okay, if you're looking at PSAcard.com for what price values are, and it's supposed to be an accurate guide. I mean, everybody trusts their grades or whatever. So, I mean, honestly, it's all subjective anyway. But the highest valued card from the 1987 Fleer set is, or the highest sale, the highest current price card, or whatever it might be, is the Dale Murphy. Sales have been over 300, 314.95 was the most recent sale. Barry Bonds is right below that, right around $200. It's a bit of a drop from what its high was. You could look that up also. Bobby Bonilla, of course, Bo Jackson, Kevin Mitchell, Barry Larkin. Then you have the Major League Prospect card with Kevin Seitzer, who was supposed to be a really great star, and he was a decent player, but not great. Will Clark rookie card, Nolan Ryan, Tony Gwynn. So yeah, there's tons of Hall of Famers, tons of very good players, great players, almost or could have, would have, should have made the Hall of Fame. So yeah, you know what? Let's just get started opening these. I've been talking too much here. let's get into these. So I got 2 packs here. I got some frappers over there on the side. And I'm going to take out these wax packs first and just stack them up. Get a stack of packs. It's a stack of pack attacks. Yeah. You know what? I could rhyme words with hack. Okay? Look, that pack just cracked. And I got another pack to add to the stack. And that's one more pack? I don't know. Anyway, I think maybe I do better at opening packs than I might at rhyming words sometimes, but call me eminent. Oh, well, that wasn't good. Okay, that's number 2 and number 3. So, from 2 rack packs, what I really have here now is 6 wax packs. And as I said, we're Barry Bonds hunting, Bo Jackson hunting, any of those great superstars from that time, absolutely. And if we could find one, perfectly centered corners, edges, and all that other great stuff, well, hey, you know what? It's always a great day. That might make today just maybe a little bit better in some ways. Maybe not. Maybe not. Anyway, I tend to, and I say this often, I look at what card values are possibly. So I can get, you know what, maybe other cards or sets that I want to fill out that I like. You know, stuff that I remember. And sometimes finding a higher valued card just helps you in that endeavor. It helps you in that effort. So we are starting off with the Rickey Henderson. Now this is part of an insert set. And I didn't mention anything about the insert sets. There's 2 different insert sets that we can find in these. First one is something like this, okay, which is what they call the Fleer All-Star cards. And then you have the Fleer Headliners. Now this is actually one of the headliner cards, not the All-Star cards, the headliner cards. Now, PSA value on these, you only have 3 that were ever really sold in PSA in any grade. The Jim Rice, the Rickey Henderson, and the Jose Canseco. The Rickey's somewhere around 30, 35 bucks. Not too many, pretty low of a population count. That much I could tell you also. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, there are something like 15 or 20 PSA 10s that there are of any of these cards. So not very heavily collected or anything like that. Yeah, looking at PSA card right now, because again, that's my best available guide. There's 41 PSA 10s of the Rickey Henderson and 23 in PSA 9. Either way, he's going to go up on the Wall of Fame. Now, as I mentioned, the second insert set is what they call the Fleer All-Stars. Now, the Roger Clemens in that one and the Gary Carter are the 2 that have the price value. The Clemens is over 3, the Carter's around 2. The Schmidt's also somewhere around 100 bucks, so keep an eye out if we find one. Started off with Rickey. Then we have Jose Uribe, Royce Smalley, Vida Blue, great pitcher. Bob Walk, that old style Painter's Cap Pirates uniform. Reggie Jackson, Hall of Famer there. Scott Sanderson, Scott Bradley, Jerry Willard, Jeff Russell, Joel Youngblood, Bill Duran, not Duran, just Bill Duran. All right, there goes the Canseco now. Back in 87, if I would have opened this pack in 87, finding the Rickey Henderson, who was one of my favorite players, finding a Reggie Jackson, who absolutely one of my favorite players, just Yankee history there. And then finding the Canseco, the hot new up-and-coming superstar, absolutely, this would have been a fire pack. Anyway, Canseco, I'm going to put up in a frapper anyway, just for the memories. Then we have Dan Billardello, no memories of him. Len Matuzik, Terry Kennedy, and Rags Rigetti. Another great Yankee pitcher, starter, and then closer, reliever. So let's get the Canseco up there first, since he's on the top of the pile. And then we'll get the Reggie. Reggie's going to get front and center. I mean, I think I'll keep him front and center, even if I pull a Barry. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, he'll stay front and center, even if I pull a Barry. Again, he's a Bunkle fan favorite. All right, next pack, next wax pack attack. Now, of course, you're going to get cards that have a wax stain on the back, so whatever card is at the end, it's going to be a little bit messed up, but at least you ain't got that nasty gum. Now, and we got ourselves a Keith Hernandez. Now, that's pretty cool, too. Got another one of those now. With the headliner cards, there have been some, I guess, that, I don't know, let me check that also. No, they all have a PSA 10, so it's not like you're not gonna find the first ever PSA 10. So I'm gonna let him sit. No Hall of Fame there, and I just dropped the Phillies. All right, what do we have here? We have Randy Asador and Jimmy Jones. Now, you Casper, I can almost see through you there, dude. You better get some sun. All right, keep it rolling. Rod Scurry, Harold Reynolds, Claudel Washington, Jim Gantner, and we got a little, oh, there we go. And, of course, like we get all the time, we got the checklist, the Mets and the Red Sox. Now, of course, that right there is very appropriate that those two teams will be together on the same checklist, because you have the winner of the 1986 World Series there, and the loser with Bill Buckner all the way up on top, but we'll leave him alone. Got Rick Cerone, Dwayne Murphy, Lou Whitaker, great card there. I'm going to keep him on the side, though. Dave Parker should be Hall of Fame also. Big Bats at the first sack, Eddie Murray. Nice Hall of Famer card there. Rich Morty, Tim Stoddard, Charlie Leibrandt, Ray Knight. NL's best righties, Mike Scott, who, you know what, for a while it was thought that he might be Hall of Fame. I mean, he was really off to a great start to his career. Fastball pitcher, and kind of just blew himself out. We got Luis Rivera. So let's get this one. Big Bats at the top sack, at the first sack. Into a Frappa. Gonna take up some Conseco space there. All right, next pack. See who we got where in here. And who we got where? We got the Red Sox and the Dodgers. Oh, no special card in there. Nice Dodgers cartoonish type thing there. Andy Hawkins, Bob James, Terry Francona, John Shelby, Jose De Leon, Dan Gladden, Mike Smithson, Randy Kutcher, Joe Ursulak. There's a scrub pack, Ursulak. John Candelaria, bad centering on that. It's like all the way off to the side. Sean Dunston, great Cubby. Ken Phelps, Chris Carteroli, Steve Buscemi, Mike Aldretti, Jim DeShays, and Dave Stewart. Great pitcher, but absolutely not the best pack I have seen, not even tonight. Nothing on the Wall of Fame on that one. Get this next one open here. See what kind of treasures are inside. Okay, we got ourselves the Detroit Tigers, not starting off too well. Gary Reedus, Bob Horner. Now, him and Murphy, they were the combination for the Atlanta Braves back then. I mean, that was serious 3-4 punch, and Murphy still debatable whether he should be in the Hall of Fame or not. A lot of people believe so. I believe he should be. Bob Horner, his career kind of ended a bit way too soon. We got the Magic Mets. All right, you're going to get a frapper. Absolutely. We got Carter, Fernandez, Doc Gooden, Hernandez, and Strawberry on there. The Red Sox, yeah, I like you now. Tim Lala, Andy Allenson, Goose, all right, Hall of Famer there. Dave Schmidt, Ron Davis, Scotty McGregor, Steve Carlton, another Hall of Famer, and we got the Will Clark rookie card there. Very nice. Now, to my eyes, the centering looks a bit off, right to left, left to right, but I'm going to frapper that one up anyway and take a look-see under the scope and all of that later. Got Frankie V, Harry Spillman, and the Barry. Check that out. Got the Barry Bonds also. Same pack. Will Clark, Barry Bonds. Sweet. Now that's exciting. Although, yeah, the centering is definitely way off. If we compare the top and bottom of the Will Clark and Barry Bonds, you can see how the Barry Bonds is a lot slimmer on the bottom there. And the right to left, it looks about the same. So that might be where centering's supposed to be. I can't really tell you exactly. Again, I'm going to have to measure it, but sharp cards. I mean, pulling both of those, this would be a hot pack. Compared to the pack right before that, this is a great one. Terry Foster, Steve Trout, and Moses. We got Moses. Not that Moses. That was John Moses. All right, so we got Will Clark. Now, I'm going to top load this one as well. I'll top load the Barry, too. I got a few spare top loaders right here on the side. I'll get them in there. Either way, top rookies of 87, absolutely. Absolutely, positively. We'll make up words as we go. And we got our Barry in there. Sweet. It's a good-looking card. Perfect corners, perfect edges, perfect all of that. Just centering. Looks like Barry's going to fall out the bottom there. Still, that's definitely exciting to find. All right, we got the Barry, and then I'm going to keep him up there next to the Reggie. I'm not going to cover Reggie, though. No. You can stay there just like that. So we got a few Hall of Famers out of that pack also. Steve Carlton. Now, there was a while that people thought he would end up with more strikeouts than Nolan Ryan, even. And definitely, no, we were enjoying the back and forth as far as the strikeout record back and forth between them. You know, who was going to end up with more, who was projected to get more. I know Carlton had some kind of weird workout routine in buckets of rice or something like that, if I remember. As opposed to like a swimming pool and like that water therapy for the shoulder. No, he was using rice or something like that, if I remember. It's a weird story. I'm sure you can Google it. I'm not going to right now because I'm opening packs here. So feel free to do so at your leisure. Maybe I'll put together a video on that also. Just weird habits like Wade Boggs with his lemon chicken. All right, we got ourselves the Reds and the Angels. AL Pitchers Nightmare. Canseco, Rice, and Puckett. Very sweet card there. That is very nice. Gonna frapper that one up. Take a good look. All right, we got Al Newman. He's a new man. Mickey Hatcher, Scott Bales, Hubie Brooks, and who do we have here? We have Mike Stanley and Jerry Brownie. Yeah, no, y'all sit down. Eddie Lee Whitson, looking very happy there. It was probably at the most high of his career. Dave Svum, Damasco Garcia, Mike Marshall, Mickey Brantley, Richard Anderson, Scott Bankhead, Kirk McCaskill. I really like the color of these cards also, by the way, that light blue. It really sets off the card well. Now, Greg Gross, you look absolutely gross. You are pedo Van Gross. There you driving that white van without windows. Got Lance Parrish as our next card. Let's get this one frappered up here. Sorry about that, y'all. So where was we? We was about to frapper this one up. The AL Pitchers Nightmare. Before I got interrupted over here. I had something I had to go take care of really quickly. And I'm back again. Now we're up to the 6th pack here of 6 wax packs or 2 rack packs, depending on how you want to look at it. And I'll just want to take a minute or a few seconds or whatever time it might take to say I definitely thank you for watching. I appreciate all subscribers, comments, thumbs up, all of that stuff. Absolutely, check out my other videos. I definitely appreciate that. You know what? I have fun doing this. It's fun to know that people are having fun watching also. Watching or listening or just joining in the shenanigans. Got Jay Howell, Pete Incaviglia, Now, he was also supposed to be serious big-time slugger when he came up. He wasn't bad. Wasn't great, but wasn't bad. Juan Berenguer, Dave Smith, Moose Haas, great first and last name, Haas, Alan Anderson, Alejandro Pena, Eric Shaw, Donnie Baseball, sweet card there. I would have been excited to have that, and I'd put him up next to the Reggie. Ernest Riles, or Ernie Riles, Ray Searage, everybody's high school shop teacher. Barry Larkin, all right, so we got the Barry Larkin rookie also, and that one looks really nice, actually. I mean, I like the centering, the spacing, top and bottom, right to left. That's a great card. That one's absolutely going to get frappered up, and I'm going to take a closer look at that one later. I'm going to put that on the top for right now, because that's going to be frappered and top-loaded. Got Gary Matthews, Johnny Grubb. That's the high school driving teacher. Bo Diaz, Kelly Gruber, and Terry Harper. So let's get the Donnie Baseball frappered and then the Barry Larkin frappered. So all in all, to me, a very good rip. I mean, we got several of the major rookies. We got the Barry, got the Will Clark. Didn't get the Bo, and that's okay because Will's got the Barry Larkin. So we got the Hall of Famer and one of the could have, possibly, should have been if he hadn't have played around with some stuff that, who knows, anyway. We got the double Barrys, but no Bo. So all good there. All right, so we got that one. Come on. Got that one top loaded also. So two absolutely, and depending on how you look at it, three absolutely big hits in those two Fleer rack packs. Anyway, y'all take care. Stay well. Stay blessed. Bunkle out.